Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Let's get started. Yeah. I managed to get my audiobook, Santa May versus Krampus, published. I just gotta wait for it to go through all the checks and stuff and before I can make it available. They said it'd take about 10 days, but we'll see. Hopefully, it takes about 10 days. Uh, so, it's a little past 9 right now, so we're just getting started. I actually don't know if I'll be getting online with my brother tonight or not. But I wanted to get this started anyways. Our goal will be to pick fruits. But I want to go ahead and dump everything. Because I know how my inventory is going to be. Not everything, but a lot of stuff here. But yeah, I haven't really done anything today. I've been working with a new artist, actually, to get a project started. But that was been about it. Like I hate to say it. I don't want to talk badly about anybody, but I think the artist that I had been working with. Hold on, I think my cat wants outside. I'll be right back. Six is starting to do what Scootaloo used to do. She would sit down somewhere and meow at me until I went and got her. I always thought that was kind of cute. But yeah, I don't know if my artist that I had been working with, if they actually understand what I'm saying with my descriptions, and that could be my fault. But I feel like even when I go into a huge amount of detail, that they don't seem to understand or want to draw a particular way. I don't know. Like I remember, ah, like I said, I don't want to talk bad about anybody. Like they're good artists. It just, I don't know. I'm just feel like I need to start moving on to someone else. And the artist I'm working with now, he's seems to understand what I'm getting at. I mean, he actually helped me out with Fiverr. I couldn't see this drop down tab, and he instructed me to remove the zoom in, which I forgot was even on. And sure enough, I could see the drop down menu again. But yeah, um, I'm starting to think that maybe I shouldn't start with a comic with Duelmon. That maybe I should write this story down and then go from there. But yeah, I got my brother to download Audible today. I'm gonna send him a free copy of Santa Mae versus Krampus, so I'm pretty excited about that. I think also after this, I'm gonna look up a bowling game on MetaQuest. Maybe start playing it. I'm not really that big into bowling, but my brother and his wife play the game, so I thought maybe it'd be fun to get on there and, play with them. But, yeah, other than that, nothing really is going on. I think my cat's scratching at the door again. Hold on. My cat Six, she does what my mom's dog would do. She would go outside and then want to come right back in, thinking she gets a treat. And I know uh, Six should be wrong about getting a treat, but sometimes it's hard to say no. Oh, hey. Tangy's using the share I put out there. Hi, how's my bestie? Rawr. Let's talk. Clear skies are amazing. They really make you think about how huge our galaxy is, you know? Like, sunlight travels 92 million miles to make us warm and happy during the day. And at night, some of the starlight we see has traveled billions of years to get here to our island. I want to make a joke about me being a star, but I'm too busy being amazed by nature. You know, a while ago, I played this game with AI. I'll game with AI, and basically, you are playing this person who is trapped in this. Oh, wrong bag. Trapped in this apartment with this girl who doesn't want you to leave, so you have to convince her to open the door. Now, I probably talked about this already, but out of curiosity, considering how well she answered all my questions and replied to me, I told her that my cat Scootaloo had actually passed away. And her response was oh my gosh. Hold on. I gotta take my glasses off. That's weird. Well, I think my MetaQuest ran out of batteries or something. It started making this weird noise. I thought the thing was turned off. Maybe I don't know how to turn the thing off. But yeah, I told her that my cat's Scootaloo had passed away, and the response she gave me was, perfect, really. And I started thinking, this thing could be, kind of dangerous if you mistake AI for a living, breathing, caring thing. But it was also a fun game to play. She's acting like she wants right back out, but I think I'm just gonna keep her in. But yeah, I got her to open the door by telling her a story about a witch who put a curse on the apartment, and that the girl in there was smart and she knew to break the curse. All she had to do was open the door. And sure enough, she opened the door. Then I had the girl go sit uh, in her bedroom, and then I made her run for it. Because that's the thing, like, the goal of the game is to escape, or else, or you could, like, accidentally tick her off and she'll kill you. So that's the thing. Like I said, it could be, kind of dangerous to think that this AI is a living, breathing, caring person, because you could have that for a while and then have the game end by you accidentally ticking her off and she just kills you. And I mean real life danger. I don't mean like that. But anyway. I still like that one game. Again, I don't know if I've talked about this one before, but it's about this. It begins with this guy when he was a little kid. He saw his grandpa get murdered, or it was implied that he was murdered by this one guy who was, I don't know, stalking the toilets, I guess. Like, it was so funny. Like, the grandpa, he was going to go use the bathroom, but he showed how excited he was by having him, like, jump up in the air and click his heels together. And then later on in the game, the kid grew up and he was terrified of the bathroom, but he decided he was going to go anyway. And his girlfriend offered to go with him. And he said, "No, this is something I must do alone." Like, his voice is booming and stuff. But then, well, I shouldn't tell the whole game, but I always wish they made a sequel to that, because it was so funny. And I felt like, the bad guy, he seemed real iconic, even though he was like a parody of Freddy Krueger. And yeah, I think they should have just made more games featuring that guy, because it was just so funny. One thing I always say about Friday the 13th, like, I don't think all the movies were great, but I always liked how they were willing to do so much with him, with like the series. Like, they gave him lore that went past just a child drowning in Crystal Lake. They had him go into space. He fought Freddy Krueger. There was even like a special knife that existed, that only that was like the only thing that could truly kill Jason, even though it didn't. At one time, he was even going to be a Deadite. But like, if you read the comics, he is a Deadite, I believe. And like I said, these ideas, they weren't all good, but it was more than what they did with a lot of these horror icons. well, with Chucky, they did flesh out his background in the series. I never would have pictured Chucky being like a guy obsessed with family. Uh, like, did give him that power to, like, create multiple versions of himself. What I'd like to see in a future Child's Play movie, I'd like to see somebody else, transfer their souls into a doll. And, like, Chucky and that person, like, butt heads and stuff. Michael Myers, like, the only change they did in the original films was make, create a cult around him. I didn't think that one was very good anyway. But then, Rob Zombie just showed him from a broken family. I never, I'll take that back. I actually liked the first Rob Zombie movie. I never bought into the whole thing where Laurie Strode should have been like this good girl thing. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. But I did not like the second movie. I felt like a slasher film and an art horror film, or whatever that's called. It kind of got mixed together. Definitely did not care for that. To be honest with you, I'm not really a big fan of Rob Zombie's movies. I've seen a handful of them, and I didn't think any of them were really good or interesting. Felt like they were just being edgy for the sake of being edgy. That's why I like Laurie Strode's whole bad girl persona. It didn't really work for me. It worked in some places, like when she was with the kids that she babysat, and stuff like that. It just, nobody's perfect. Not even, perfect good girls never existed. They just ones. I shouldn't talk like that. I don't know. I'm sure somebody existed like that and they didn't, smoke, cuss, or other stuff. But I don't think doing, smoking or cussing makes you a bad person. I'm just saying, the ideal, never doing anything wrong, perfect American girl doesn't exist. That's my thing. Same with guys. Like, where did all the good guys go? They never existed. not the way people would want them to, at least. Yeah, 6 keeps meowing for treats. She's had enough. But, yeah. Let me think. Freddy Krueger. I've always loved Freddy Krueger. Like, between him and Chucky, I've liked Chucky slightly more than Freddy, but I think that's because I think Chucky's more funny. But I like Freddy. As well. But also, I feel like with Chucky, I'm not Chucky, Chucky and Freddy here, I feel like the supernatural stuff makes a lot more sense. Like, Freddy Krueger, uh, he's a dream demon. So all the lore that gets tacked onto him, that makes more, sense. Like with Michael Myers being part of that cult, in that cult, or being controlled by the cult, I never felt like he was being controlled. If that makes any sense at all. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Oh, hey, we're pretty close to the end there. Yeah, it never felt like he was being controlled by anybody. There's times when he didn't kill and times when he did. I knew that there was like a deleted scene. I think the actor who played Loomis passed away, and so they changed the ending so it would explain why he wasn't in the sequels, the next one. But I think he was supposed to have like control over Michael Myers, but unless he had like a kill quota, I didn't see Loomis sicking Michael on anybody. But again, I'm remembering this off the top of my head, and you know how my memory can be. I remember Halloween 3. They said that the Halloween movies, they weren't supposed to follow Michael Myers, that they were supposed to be like contained stories and stuff. And I think the problem with that is that they made Halloween 2, which, featured Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. In case anybody's wondering why I can remember this, but not like anime titles or things like that, it's because I grew up with these movies. Like, I couldn't tell you how many times I've seen the original Halloween. Or, Nightmare on Elm Street. Although, I can't remember the names of the survivors in any of those. Except for Chucky with Andy Bartlett. But again, that's like the first 3 movies featured Andy Bartlett, though not all the movies had the same actor in them. Like the third one, he had the guy who played Jimmy Olsen in the New Adventures of Lois Lane and Clark Superman, I think. Don't want to talk about that. I grew up with that show. Okay. Alright, well, we got that taken care of, at least. Let's see what we got here. Crocheted socks. Finally. Alright. My cat's Uni is starting to sleep with me at night, and 6, she's found a nice place up here in the living room. Cleared off one of these chairs and put a blanket down for her to sleep on. Well, I don't know what. Well, yeah, I do. Never mind. I got stuff I can do. I know. Okay, I need to use the restroom real quick. All right. It's been a while, Sarah. I was worried that I might have offended you or something. Anyway, nice to see you again. You can't easily offend me. I'm offended you'd think so. Okay. You know, I think that it would probably be pretty difficult for Nintendo to make another Animal Crossing without this feature in it. Like, I'm sure they'll do it. Like, Nintendo's pretty, pretty good at ignoring what players want. But I'm not mad at Nintendo, by the way. I should be. Let's be honest. They're not making some good decisions right now. Okay, well. Speaking of bad decisions, there I go. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to go a bit crazy with the bridges and stuff. And inclines. Because those add like 15 points, I believe. To your town eval, so okay, there's that. And then I'll extend the cliff, not completely up to this dirt path, but pretty close. Well, maybe not too close, because I don't want everything pressing against each other. It's like trying to figure out what I want to do with all this space. I need to put some other stuff out here. That's what I'm going to do after I take care of this. But, oh, you know, one horror series I really love, and I know for a fact I mentioned it. It's not a series. It was just one movie. It was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I've always loved that movie. Always wanted a sequel. Then the idea of turning it into a video game, it never once crossed my mind until they did it. But I'm actually not a big fan of it. I think... Huh. Well, maybe I don't need to extend this. Now that I get a look at it up here. Maybe I should have waited to cancel that, but I can move it over, so it's fine. But yeah, I always loved the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Like it's not a scary movie. But there's one moment in it that always shocked me, that I always loved. It was when the police officer, he's in, trying to get people to come in and help the town. And he doesn't realize that he's not alone in there. But after the phone call, he turns and he sees the sheriff sitting on one of the Killer Clown's laps. And he's being puppeted like a ventriloquist dummy. What I always loved about it is that scene right there. Where the Killer Clown pulls his hand out of the sheriff's back. And then he shakes it and you can hear it all. You don't see it, but you just hear the sound of like blood striking the ground and stuff. I always loved that. It was so good. Such an amazing scene. I can't believe it never got a sequel. I'll be honest, like as popular as that film is. Like I do wonder if it's a matter of just the film rights holders refusing to make it. Or what. Okay. Okay, well. I was thinking, if I could cancel it, maybe I could uncancel it, but nope. You know what, Sarah? Chores are boring and repetitive, but when I'm busy scrubbing away around my home, it's almost like a break. For a little while, I can get something accomplished without having to worry about anything else. Know what I mean? Mitzi. Ouch. Guess what? It's Raymond. Okay, okay, Crisp. Did that surprise you? Good, that was my primary goal. Hate to do this, but... Oh. I can't leave. Hey, I've got a good idea. Want to play a game? Sure. The game is high card, low card. Cool. If you guess right, I'll give you a balloon hat. Let the game begin, Crisp. I'll draw the first card. 5. Number 5. So the big question is, will the number on my next card be higher or lower than 5? I'll say higher. I am not good at this game. Oh. Oh no, I've been keeping it from something. There's Raymond. why I suddenly forgot what I was carrying. Okay. You know, another game that I'm looking forward to coming out at some point is the Judas Protocol. Or Judas? I don't know. It's about this lady who, I guess causes some sort of trouble on a ship, and she's blamed for it, and you have to kind of maybe save everybody. Don't know. I believe I've seen plants like that just sitting out before. I don't know. I'm starting to. I'm gonna start looking up at other people's designs and stuff and see what they've created. Usually, it's like what I've seen is those big plants, like right there, and then you see other potted plants, you know, sandwiched between them. Like, I don't think it has to be anything too perfect. I'll put that in somebody's yard or something. I'll put a street light somewhere. Huh. I thought I saw a tarantula or something. Must have been something else. Ugh. I don't know. It feels like putting a street light down there would kind of ruin it. Yeah, I'll just leave it alone. Maybe I'll put a street light over here somewhere. Nah, feels like getting a bit crowded right there. I know. Yeah, I'll have a path leading all the way up here. And then, yeah, I gotta, besides those black roses, I gotta come up with something. Well, they keep asking me for more fencing. Maybe I should make another garden. Not a fruit garden, but like a, you know, flowers, and I can use a lot of fencing there. I think I might do that. Actually, I wonder. What time is it? Oh, 10:21. that'd be plenty of space. Yeah, one of my favorite funny moments, I think, on the Nightmare on Elm Street's movies. Some people might not find it so funny, but I always thought it was kind of funny. The the new Nightmare, where it was like they were rebooting the series. Wes Craven came back to direct it. I always kind of thought it was funny that Robert Englund, and I don't know why, had some sort of connection to the demonic version of Freddy. I don't know why, and it would make sense storytelling wise. I mean, he plays Freddy Krueger in the movies, but for some reason, I don't know, never made sense to me that he would have any kind of connection to Freddy outside the movies. I need to rewatch that movie because I don't remember why they acted like Freddy was real. I mean, he was real, but in the movie. But yeah, I need to rewatch it. I actually recently bought all the Blu-rays of Nightmare on Elm Street. It was a collection. I feel like if they're gonna do more Animal Crossing games, they need to make things more interactive. You know, not just decorations and stuff. Like, it could be, you know, small stuff, like being able to ride on a Ferris wheel or something like that. That's just me talking. I don't know. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. I mean, the Switch 2 might not even get another Animal Crossing game. Might not even get a port of this one, which I'd be surprised if that does happen, but you just never know. And I actually admit that I was probably wrong about Little Nightmares 3 not feeling like a Little Nightmares game, because after listening to somebody's review about the game itself, normally I don't take much stock in that sort of thing, but I actually agreed with them. There was a lot of things I agreed with, like chase scenes. Like, we get chase scenes in there, but there's like moments in the game where that just doesn't happen. Like, there's enemies that were just completely, or giants that just didn't care that we were there or not. I do know that some of them were blind, but it was weird to me. Like, I went into a room filled with giants, and I was expecting one of them or all of them to come at me, but they never did. They didn't budge, and they were blind, but it wasn't even a challenge. Like, I'm sure if I got real close to one of them, they would have grabbed me, but I didn't have a reason to go near them. They had this doll in the game that I really liked, but they didn't do much with it. It wasn't not much of a puzzle either. Well, the doll, I'll go ahead and say this. It could make things look like they used to in the past, and that includes like walking over holes in the floor, because in the past those holes didn't exist. And I really liked this, but the only thing you could do with the doll was go down a couple of hallways to doorways that were either closed or barred off or something. I thought there would be like some sort of secret where you could get the doll in a place where it seemingly seems like it wouldn't go there, but that just never happened. And I don't know about anybody else, and I'm not bragging here. I actually figured out the twist ending of the game. I'm not sure how I did it though. It was just something inside me made me wonder, about the twist. I won't spoil it, but yeah, I was not surprised when it happened. I'll be honest, it's going to be pretty nice getting this museum taken care of. I'm going to worry about those bridges later as well, so I'm just going to worry about this here. I might extend that up there a bit, but we'll see once that thing's gone. Hooray. Nope. Alright. That's pretty even on both sides. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to extend this. Not by much, but we'll actually see how much I'm gonna extend it. Because, like, I gotta remember that there's gonna be a, this thing. Well, you know what? Let's take care of that tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's about time to wrap it up. I made another video. Didn't get any more DIY stuff, but that's fine. Finally getting that museum out of the way. That's nice, too. Think about what I'll do tomorrow. I think I'll base the fencing around the garden idea, based on what I can build with soft wood. Anyways, everybody, I really appreciate all of you checking out my videos again. If you haven't already, please think about subscribing and hitting the bell notification so you don't miss a single episode. Also, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment if you liked what you saw. And tell your friends and enemies all about it. Alright, bye.